I've been inundated by messages regarding Abyss Dredging. Now, Abyss Dredging have unfortunately decided to delete their channel for a whole number of reasons. I personally had the great opportunity and pleasure of meeting and hanging out with Darren and Rex, and I had a chat to them about why they did it. I'm not going to go into the details of any of that, but they have decided to remove themselves from YouTube. And the basic synopsis is they're gold miners, not content creators, and the stresses of content creation were detracting from their main job, which is gold mining. And that's what they do for a full-time job, and I can completely understand that. For a little bit of background, talking on a personal level, my take on what it's like being a creator, this has got nothing to do with Rex and Darren, is that there are stresses that the audience don't necessarily see that make this job incredibly difficult some days. Now, I'm not saying that being a YouTuber is the most difficult job in the world. Far from it. It's an amazing job. It is super rewarding, but it comes with some definite costs. And the first and foremost is you're doing this job for no guaranteed paycheck. And that might sound like, oh, woe is me. I don't know how much money I'm going to make making videos and having fun. And I get that mentality from some people, and I've seen that come up in my own comments. But that's not the case. You've got to imagine this. If I put in a whole week of work, diesel, car maintenance, the cost of running my gear, the cost of the electricity to, power my laptop to edit, my camera, my detector, and my food, and then my time invested, so however many hours it takes me to film the video, edit the video, do all the marketing around the video, you're looking at a full-time job in terms of hours per week for no guaranteed paycheck. And it's this very daunting and stressful thing to be doing, living like that from video to video, where you put in all the effort and you're rolling the dice on if you'll make a return or not. That stress is not for everyone. So Abyss Dredging, we're right on the cusp of being able to push, into a realm where they may have been able to do YouTube full time, but that is less certain than being a gold miner. So that should give you a perspective. From my point of view, when I sat with them at camp, man, they're gold miners. They know their ground, they know their claims, they've got more of a guaranteed income than what you do as a YouTuber. The other stresses are being beholden to your audience's opinions, which sounds really weird if you haven't experienced it, but even the good comments can be really bad for your mental health and your standing, because it seems to be that there is always someone out there who knows where to hit you in your armor, which is, you may be contemplating something. Like, a lot of people that I know who are content creators have imposter syndrome. You feel like you're faking it, like as in you feel like, I'm not a real gold miner, I just go out and I play in the bush. And so you get this imposter syndrome, and then someone will call you out on something like that, and it will really have a negative impact on you. I'm not alone in having felt like that. I've talked to numerous creators who do this full time who have exactly the same feelings from across a whole heap of different fields. And then the positive comments can have the same effect, because say you do something off the cuff that you thought was really interesting for one video. It's not really your style of what you would like to do all the time, but it resonates really well with your audience, and suddenly you feel obligated to do more of that thing. And what ends up happening, and again, this is coming from a lot of content creators, including myself, is that you end up going down a path of making content that doesn't necessarily resonate well with you, but your audience likes it. And because of that no guaranteed paycheck thing, you feel like you're obligated to do more of it. It's a very complicated psychological place to be, because navigating out of that is tricky. You want to be true to yourself, but you need to make money, and to do that, you need to sort of you feel like you need to appease your audience. The trick to getting out of it, obviously, is to do what you want to do, and the audience that suits you will come. And that's an important thing for any creator that I have watching this at the moment. And then there are all the other stresses of, you have to be a self-motivated person. You are essentially an entrepreneur with all the jobs that you hold. Like, you are a filmmaker, an editor, you're a driver, you're a researcher, I'm a gold prospector in my case, I have to be a drone pilot, I have to navigate tax law, I have to navigate international tax law, and then all the politics with YouTube and Facebook and all the others. Like, there's a lot of roles that you have to be. You're in a much more entrepreneurial state of being. And that comes along with a lot of responsibility and stress. So it's not suited to everyone, especially those who are not self-motivated to go out there and push and push and push. And you're going to run into constant setbacks and you've got to push through them. And that can be a really big turnoff for a lot of people because it's much more simple to go out and get a 9-to-5 job at the end of the day. Anyway, I have one of the best jobs in the world. I'm not going to complain about that, but they are definitely some of the stresses that would turn some people off depending on their personality and what they like and what they want to get out of their life. And so I completely sympathize with the Abyss Dredging's need to take some time to do the thing that they are passionate about, the thing that they've been doing for a long time, which is mining. And I think that's the right decision for them. And hopefully we can all respect that decision, not give them too much of a hard time. Maybe they will come back in the future. That'd be wicked. I'd love to see their videos on YouTube. Maybe they won't. That's not up to us. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.